What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Valorant educational informative video. This time we're going to talk about the new agent Reyna as well as the new map Ascent, which is where we are right now. So first of all, let's talk about Reyna and what her abilities do. So Reyna is a champ that has been described as like a feast or famine champ. Two of her abilities, you can see at the bottom, the Q and the E, you can't even use them until you get a kill, and you have to be the one to get the kill. There's no assists or it's no like just team kills. You got to get the kill, and then you can use your Q or your E. So you can imagine if you're, having a bad game, you're not fragging particularly well, you are going to be having a tough time. You don't bring a lot of utility to the team, and if you are getting kills, you're going to be snowballing and gaining a lot of momentum and probably doing pretty well in the game. So let's get into it first of all with the C, which is her ability that you can use no matter what. This ability is called Lear, and what it does, you press C to pull out this little eyeball orb, kind of looks like the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. And you can see the purple orb in the middle of the screen is about how far it can go, so it's not particularly far. You can put it, high or low to the ground as well. It goes like halfway into the ground. You can also put it through walls, so if you look at the minimap in the top left, you can see the icon of where the orb is going to go when you release it. So you press your button to pull the orb out and left click to throw it. And what it does is goes through the wall or goes straight ahead of you wherever you threw it, and it creates that orb floating in midair like that. And what this orb does to enemies is near sights them. A little bit different than a flash or a smoke from some of the other agents that are in the game. I'll show you right now up on screen what it looks like when you're looking at this near sight orb.
Worth the effort.
So you can see that it creates a little bit of a problem for the enemy who's looking directly into this orb. It can be destroyed, so you can shoot it. It's usually a couple bullets from the Vandal, the Phantom, one shot from the Op. Obviously the weaker guns take a lot more bullets to destroy it, but that in and of itself is a problem for enemies. Let's say you orb around this corner like this. They go to shoot it, and if you're peeking with it, now you're sitting there shooting the orb, and it's difficult to actually, you have to then flick back down to shoot the Reyna as well. So that causes some problems, and especially if you're peeking with multiple people, using that orb as a flash in, it's actually a pretty powerful ability. The other thing that's kind of insane about it is that it doesn't do anything to your teammates. So if your teammates are coming around the corner with you, even if they have the orb right in front of them like this, they do not get nearsighted either. So that's another change that's pretty powerful. Like for Phoenix Flash or Breach Flash, for example, you can actually, do some detriment to your teammates with it, but with Reyna's ability, it doesn't. And the other thing is that it is a persistent nearsightedness for the 2 or 3 seconds that it's available. So what that means is that, sometimes if you can look away from a flash, and when the flash pops, then you can look back and you will not be flashed anymore. But the only thing you can do with this is shoot it to destroy it, or just hide from it, until it disappears. You can't look away from it and look back, because if you do, you will still be nearsighted. So Reyna's Q and E, which by the way is just the default buttons. You can change all the bindings that you want to bind your abilities to. Reyna's Q and E are the abilities that can only be used shortly after she gets a kill. So when Reyna gets a kill on someone, they will leave a soul orb on the ground, and it lasts for 3 seconds. And I'll show you up on screen right now what that looks like.
Worth the effort.
So when you get that kill, you can then press Q or E to pick up that soul orb, and each of them do 2 different things. So the Q is a leech ability that heals you, and it can overheal. So if you have recently gotten in a firefight, maybe you kill someone right here, and then you're just trying to fall back and hide and reassess what's going on, that would be a great ability to use, is that Q, heal back up. It can overheal as well, it goes up to 150. So if your shields get shot off and you're down maybe at like 70 health, you press your Q to heal, you'll go back up to something. It can overheal you past 100 back up to 150. And it leaves basically like a line that's going from that orb to you. So I'll show you now what that looks like on the screen. So you can see how that obviously you're healing, but there's a little bit of a downside is that they know exactly where you are for the duration of the leech, which is just a few seconds, but they can kind of see where you've repositioned to because there's going to be that line pulsing towards Reyna pretty quickly. Reyna's E is called Dismiss. I'm sorry, the Q is called Devour. I'm not sure I mentioned that. The E is called Dismiss, and what happens when you get a kill, you press the E on the orb to collect it, to use your dismiss, and you become what's called intangible for a few seconds, which is basically you can't be harmed, but you cannot fire or use any abilities while intangible. You gain a little bit of a movement speed, and you basically become invisible, and you can reposition for a few seconds until you become back to like your physical form again. You can become tangible again. So I'll show you now what somebody who's using Reyna's E looks like on the screen when they're doing it.
Last player standing.
You can actually cancel the intangibility also if you, let's say, like I said, you're right here, you get the kill, you want to just reposition real quick, you think someone's pushing right here, it only takes you a split second to get behind here, you can press the E again to become tangible again, but you lose all the, the speed and the invisibility from it. Again, you can grab the orbs from pretty far, pretty much as long as you can see the person and the orb, like where you've been killed, even from pretty far away, you can press your Q or press your E to be able to pick those up. Reyna's ult is called Empress. We'll pop it right now, show you exactly what it does. So she gives that audio alert, which both teams can hear, by the way, so you know when a Reyna has popped her ult. You can see in the bottom right above my ammo, the timer of Empress. Not sure exactly how long it lasts, I believe 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds, something like that. But basically it gives you increased fire rate, which you can see here. Just absolutely burning through the Vandal clip. One problem with it is it does mess a little bit with your recoil control. So excuse me. So you'll have to know that your muscle memory for pulling down your spray is not the same as it was without the ult. It also, so we'll pop her ult, burn through the entire clip here. You can see that reload speed really quite a bit faster than normal as well. You can pull out abilities and shoot them faster without like a sort of global cooldown, I guess. She basically just moves a lot faster and does everything a lot faster. And the other big benefit is that the soul orb abilities, you see they're highlighted purple at the bottom here.
My ult's ready.
They get basically automatically used when you get kills with the Empress ult activated, so you won't have to worry about picking up your soul orb in time. You'll just basically heal to full anytime you get a kill. So you can pretty much just go on a rampage with this ult and burn through an entire team. You get a kill, heal to full, get another kill, heal to full. So it's pretty interesting ult. So that's a quick overview of Reyna's abilities. Let's run through this new map, Ascent, real quick. Just, I'll make a video later with callouts specific to online play that will help you be better in your matches to understand what people are referring to when they make certain callouts and how to make callouts yourself. Right now, I'll just give you an overview of the map really quick, just so you're familiar with it. You can jump into a custom game yourself and walk through just so you understand a little bit better. That's one thing I would recommend if you're brand new to the game. But this is where attackers spawn in this T-spawn area. Let's move over here towards the B side of the map. There's like a B it's called B lobby on the map that connects in here to mid. Interesting thing about these walls right here is that they have the same mechanic as the garage doors on Haven. You cannot shoot through the doors until that armor is popped off like that. And now these walls are spammable. So like if someone was up there, you could be shooting through, or more likely they're shooting down through here. So this connector goes into mid right there. We'll show you the B entrance area here. There's this sort of L-shaped hallway that comes through. This is the B site. You can plant anywhere in the big square inside of the line here. And there's the back little cubby area over here. Interesting thing about this map is that there are these buttons. There's one over on the A side as well that I'll show you. Press F for me. You can all rebind everything to toggle the door. And this garage door kind of thing lowers as well. This can be shot through. This is, like I said, similar to those walls in mid. You blow it up, now you can get through, but it's interesting for maybe someone defending the site to buy a couple extra seconds, or if you've taken the site, close it and, you know, get a couple extra seconds from the rotators coming over to retake the site. This goes through to CT spawn. This is where the defender spawn right here. And this works back into that mid area. There's this little courtyard area right here, and that connects back over to the B side link connector right here. And then this is the other side of that destroyable door, so you can walk through here. You see B main right there. From attackers spawn moving to the A side of the map, you can obviously go right off the spawn and come over towards the A side of the map. This connects into mid again, this mid courtyard area, and this mid catwalk here. You can hear how loud my footsteps are running up it, but there's this little cubby here, this little grassy connector area here. This connects back down into CT spawn, like I was showing from before. And this way runs directly into the A site. This is what the A site looks like. There is an underneath area under here, a heaven area up here, which connects on this side to the CT spawn and to that mid area that I showed you here. And this is also a shorter way to get back into that mid area right here. That glass makes a noise when you shoot it out, so it's kind of an indicator or fake that you could use. Here's the other garage door. Lowers that door. Again, destroyable pretty quickly. Here's sort of the A long area. There's a little cubby down here as well. And this is the long side connector from terrorist spawn. Alright everyone, that has been the Reyna ability overview video, Ascent walkthrough, the new agent and the new map that just dropped with the full release of Valorant. If you liked the video, you learned something, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for future Valorant and FPS gaming related content, and if there was something that I didn't cover or that you have a question about, feel free to leave a comment below and I will make sure to get that answered. Alright everyone, thanks for visiting the channel, have a great day, peace.